Good evening, friends. I would like you all to take a moment and reflect on the fact that we are a part of Indian Institute of Management. The name has a sense of pride, sense of legacy to it, and it is our responsibility to take this legacy forward. I understand that we have challenges, considering that IIM Ranchi is relatively a newer IIM, and we are still on our path to develop our infrastructure and everything. But we should that should make us work harder each day to ensure that our college is at least in the top 5 IIMs in India in the next 5 years. I, Kanav, Ayri, would like to take this opportunity to contribute my bit towards the glory path of this college, and taking cues from my experience working with clients on the various business issues, helping them solve their problems. I believe I can contribute and I will contribute towards making IIM Ranchi the best institute for management education. So in the last couple of weeks, I've interacted with students both from the senior as well as the junior batch, and I've identified certain challenges that we have faced and we are currently facing as students of this college. The broad themes are around student council functions, academics, visibility, engagement, and equity of IIM Ranchi with the external community, and lastly, the infrastructure. Talking about student council functions, the primary challenge that we're facing right now is around coordination, transparency, and accountability of all the bodies, including all the clubs and committees as well as CST. And we need to streamline their functioning so as to optimize the resource utilization and cross-functional collaboration. So what we can do, what I propose that we can do is, we can document an agenda for the entire year, break it down into quarterly targets, and share monthly updates with the entire batch. This will not only bring in transparency, but also keep the entire batch engaged. So if we see in the last 4 months that I've been here, there has not been even a single batch meet. As students of this college, we have no idea what efforts are being. Obviously, if you get the emails, the consulting club is coordinating with HR club and they are trying to organize a monthly. You get to know this because you know people in consulting or HR club. But then, on an official level, there is no communication. There are no general body meetings that have happened so far, and this is one thing that I think we should definitely look into. Other than that, talking about academics, I think 2 primary areas of concern are your grades as well as your attendance. In our batch, there is a new rule which is even if you miss a single lecture, you have a grade drop of 0.25. I think this is not commensurate to missing a lecture. The punishment has to be sort of normalized as far as missing a lecture is concerned. So what we can actually do is we can propose to faculty, to the PCP office, that rather than having a grade drop for that, we still have four leaves that we can take out of 20 for per subject. So we can actually deduct marks from the class participation, because 0.25 is a very significant amount of grade drop. Plus, if you see, sometimes what happens, given that it's a very competitive environment, and some people are not able to do as well as they would like to, and don't get the desired grades they should. So the current system does not allow students an opportunity to make up for the lost, make up for a bad performance in any particular subject. So maybe a makeup test sort of a thing, or maybe an extra credit project can be given to the students so that they can eventually improve their GPAs. Because let's face it, in the end of the day, GPA is going to stay with us for the rest of our life, and grades do matter. Talking about attendance, I mean, although we have four leaves that we can take, but that too has to be with prior approval from the PCP office. what happens is that many a times, given the constraint of traveling by bus to the college every day, so many students miss their buses, and traveling by private transportation is expensive both in time and money, and that is also not a guarantee that you will be able to reach your class in time. So out of the four leaves that we need to have pre-approved, I propose that we split it into two being a casual leave, two for which you require a prior approval. This will at least provide some flexibility for students to manage their own work, project work, or maybe if they want to spend some time on recreational activities or say peaceful competition, whatever they would like to. There has to be some flexibility. So moving on to visibility, engagement, and brand equity. I think we could all realize the fact that many of the people in Ranchi itself do not know that there is an institute called I Am Ranchi present in this city. Above all, if we have very poor visibility in Ranchi itself, what about our pan-India presence? Where do we stand? To improve our visibility, we need to make ourselves more our presence right. And if we talk about engagement, if you see, AIR has done a fantastic job this year. So AIR has done a fantastic job by engaging foreign universities for exchange programs. I think this is probably the right moment to split AIR into alumni committee and international relations committee. Given that we are not doing enough to engage our alumni base. We haven't had a single alumni meet so far. It definitely does have constraints because Ranchi being a remote location. We could actually target, say, top four cities where our alumni are working. I'm sure we definitely have the database, and then go about interacting, engaging with them, chapter-wise or city-wise. So, moving on to infrastructure. This is no-brainer. Everybody knows we don't have access to library. We don't have a reading room. There are no options for recreational facilities. What I promise you is that I will make sure that we have library access 20%. And we also have a dedicated area in our hostels, renting maybe a new floor, an apartment, and compartmentalizing it into small blocks where students can actually sit and discuss their projects, work on their business school competitions, where the current common area does not have decent internet facilities. A lot of disturbance, people coming and going, and there is really no place to sit and work in a group. So for that, we'll also look to provide high-speed internet services. High-speed internet services as well as. Thank you.